If you can hear me, if you can't hear me, just drop a little message in the comments box because sometimes this mic doesn't work. Christine just asked a brilliant question on Zoom about when we do our shaking and the legs. So in terms of tense up, what do you mean by tense up? Just lock or?
No, not lock, but it's quite easy to relax my shoulders, but my calves become tenser than they are when I'm not shaking, if that makes sense. They're taking all the sort of, I'm not relaxing them.
Yeah, well, because it is quite, because your legs are in contact with the ground, so you need to be strong and grounded. So you will feel it. It is a different feeling through the legs than it is through the upper body. So there's obviously a very different feeling from shaking the arms to shaking because you're not shaking the legs. So think of vibration rather than relaxation. So see if you can feel vibration running through the calves. If they start to hold. Let's start with that. So jump up into your standing position and we'll start with a little bit of shaking. It does help if I turn the camera on. So bear with me 1 second. That camera's not working. Let's jump back onto this camera here. So find yourself a comfortable standing position and just start shaking a little bit. Now all I'm doing at the minute is just bending the knees, so my feet are in contact with the ground. Just keep shaking. I'm just going to see if I can get this other camera working so you can see a little bit clearer. So just feet nice and easy, nice and relaxed. So at the minute with the legs, all you're doing is like lightly pumping. So in this place, like this, you should be able to relax the calves, relax the lower legs, relax the thighs. Now by relax, we don't mean it's all floppy. It's just not over tensing. So relaxation or softening is not just letting everything go floppy. There is going to be a certain amount of tension in the true sense of the word in the body, otherwise we'd just be a bag of bones on the floor. So it's excess tension that we're looking to shake off, basically. So just nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. And now if you're comfortable, I'll show you in slow motion if you can see my heels there. Just go onto the ball of the foot ever so lightly and then just drop the heels into the ground. Now this is a really good way. Now obviously the legs are going to feel stronger than the arms because they're supporting the upper body. But you should be able to feel, I like this for actually releasing tension in the calves. So if you just do it really lightly, but almost with a crash of the heel into the ground, you can feel vibration. Should be able to feel vibration through the calf muscles, through the back of the legs, maybe into the lower back. See if you can bring that vibration up through, you can hear it in my voice, of the whole body. If you start to tighten up in the calves, what you could very subtly do is just roll the knees in. No, so not a big roll of the knee in, but just slightly roll the knees in, because it will come up in a different sort of like angle of the calves and slightly roll out. So you can just do a very subtle roll side to side with the foot. Obviously not too far. Obviously if there's any pain, if there's any tenderness, or if there's any tightness, then you just stop. and then slow it down. And do exactly what you're doing there, Christine, just shake the legs out. So shake it out. So really shake from the hip. Let the foot go nice and loose and floppy. And it's quite nice to, if your hand's floppy, your foot will be floppy. So you can shake your hand and your foot. And then do the other side. And then just come to standing. Take a minute to feel now. Hopefully you should be able to feel sort of like a tingling through the legs, through the arms, blood flowing, energy flowing. Connecting to the ground and lifting up through the crown. Today we're going to work on the squat again, so we're going to go through the same practice, similar practice to what we did last week. Just go into a little bit of detail on this 10-day squat challenge that I'm going to do. It's starting on Monday, and the challenge is you do 1 squat a day. But the squat you do is going to be as slow as possible. So we were talking again in the Zoom just before the session about being in control of the breath, being in control of the movement. So it's not about surviving a squat, it's about doing a very slow, controlled squat. But we'll look at that a little bit towards the end of the session. So what we're going to do now is prepare ourselves for that squat. So let's step our feet about shoulder width apart. A little bit of bend in our knees. Let's get our spine nice and mobile, nice and energized with some rotation to start off with. We lead with the hips, so the hips start the movement. And saying leading with the hips, what you also notice is that you are pushing or driving with the foot as well. So if I mirror you and rotate this right hip back, I'm pushing with the opposite foot to almost drive the opposite hip back, or I'm pushing with the same foot to drive that hip forwards. So same side, hip forwards is the same foot you're driving with, and then the opposite hip is driving back. The reason why we bend the knees here is just so we don't lock the knee out. Now we need to keep tall through the spine, and then just let the spine and arms rotate. Remember what we talked about in terms of creating a strong structure to allow flow of movement through that structure. So without hurting yourself, just exaggerate what happens if you lean forwards. You lose that structure. You have to do more work internally with the muscles to actually, you cannot get that really nice rotation. Lift tall through the crown, and suddenly you almost like get that elastic energy working through the rib cage and through the spine. So too much softness is not good. Too much rigidity, too much structure is not good. It's that balance, it's that equilibrium, it's the balance between strength and softness. So nice and easy. And let the arms just, when you're swinging the arms, let them just hit the body. So you don't have to go mad with this, just let the arms be relaxed. Relax, relax, relax the arms. Relax the upper back. This is a great exercise to get mobility in that upper back, in the thoracic spine. So we're not going at it as if we're sprinting 100 meters. We're just keeping it nice and soft, arm relaxed and easeful, effortless. But you're also doing a lot of energizing of the spine, and you're getting the spine nice and mobile from a rotational point of view. Slow it down. Nice and slow. Good. So there's a real difference when you watch people doing that, is you can see whether the arms are doing the work, whether the energy is coming from up here, or whether the energy is coming from the center. and the shoulders are nice and relaxed. So the arms should literally just hit the body. Any tension in the arm and you're stopping the arm hitting the body, or if you're stopping the movement, I'm stopping the movement, I'm doing a rep of this and I'm doing a rep of that, is what we don't want. We just want it nice and easy and relaxed. Where the strength and the power is coming from is from here, from your core, if you like, or from the center of the body. Shake the legs out again if the legs are a little bit tight from standing in that position. Let's do our spine wave or our spinal breathing. I'll show you from the side. So we bend the knees a little bit more here. The hips very subtly glide back, which means we've got a very subtle tilt forwards. This is where you can do a full breath, breathing in and opening up the chest, and then we tuck the pelvis. You can do a long, slow breath out. So we want smooth movement, smooth breathing. Now you don't have to breathe more than you need. So if I'm going and really forcing loads of breath in when I actually don't need that volume of air for what my body's doing, I don't need that amount of fuel, then if I do it too quickly, I'll end up breathing too much air. So it's just nice, smooth, fuller breath in because we're opening up the chest, and a fuller breath out. So keep that going nice and easy. And it's continuous movement. So again, we're not counting reps. It's about the quality of the movement rather than the quantity. Open up, it's like a nice morning stretch. And then you can squeeze the glutes, squeeze the bum muscles when you tuck under. We were talking again in the Zoom prior to we started in terms of how the breath responds to our environment and our situation. If we are in a safe environment, or if we give a sense of safety to our body, then the breathing will be calm and slow and deep and soft. If we're in an unsafe position, so if we were in a stressful position, then the breathing would be a little bit more chaotic because you'd be preparing yourself for danger. And by slowing the breath and by having this intention of this is a really nice, relaxing movement, we're not in a sense of danger, but we're doing loads of really good work in terms of energizing the spine, preparing, moving the body, preparing ourselves for the day ahead. Let's do 2 more. And then just rest the arms by the side. Step the feet about hip width for the moment, just to balance. And again, feel now how the spine feels, how the body feels. Connect the feet to the ground. Lift the crown to the sky. Relax the jaw, relax the face. Step the feet back out. What I like about the Qigong is that, like I said before, is that they give these really good names to exercises because it creates an intention. So we're going to pick some cherries off a tree. So you're reaching up and you pick and you reach up and pick. And what we're doing from a A movement point of view is we're now stretching all this side of the body. So it's just a very slight side bend, slight dip and reach. Using the whole body, dip and reach. It's not about going, oh, I'm trying to get up there. It's nice and easy, but you get nice elongation through that side of the body. Breathing easy in and out through the nose. Keep that breath light and smooth. Keep the movement smooth and slow. You should be able to feel that nice length, that stretch through the side of the ribs. Think of the space between each of the ribs. The rib cage is designed to actually expand and contract so that when we do need a greater volume of air, your lungs can take in more air. So we want to create the space in the rib cage to allow the breath in as efficiently as possible. And we forget often that we can breathe into the side of the ribs. Just hold a position to one side for the minute now. So hold and just pop your hand on the side of the rib that you're reaching up from. And just feel, without doing any excess breathing in, just feel the breath coming into the side of this rib. So breathe into the side of the rib, side of the body. And then swap sides. So reach with the opposite side and hold. So you're holding the position but not the breath. Move your hand about, see where you feel. And you might find it's a lot easier to breathe into one side than it is the other side. And then just bring the arms down by the sides. Do another shake, this time a little bit more vigorous. Relaxing the shoulders, tapping the heels if you're comfortable tapping the heels. And we'll bring a little bit of a sigh into the shake. So again, we can take a fuller breath in through the nose, fuller, deeper breath. And sigh out, a long exhale. And again, full sigh in, full deep breath in. And again, the intention is really nice day, a beautiful day, isn't it gorgeous out there? Full breath in. So if you have that intention of, oh, this is nice and relaxing, and we're just calming the body and just getting some energy through the body, and then slow it down. So feel some nice vibrations there. Bring the feet shoulder width, hip width. Just balance again. Feel the feet in connection to the ground. Lengthen up through the crown. Feel that relaxation in the shoulders. Feel this really strong structure. Now we've mobilized the body, opened up the joints, energized the spine. Feel that strength in your standing posture. Feel that strength in the structure. Step your feet back out to about shoulder width. Let's do some mobilization of the hips. So I'm going to mirror you. Stabilize on that left side of the body. Bend the right knee, lift the right knee up. We're going to keep the pelvis facing forwards and then just turn that knee out. And then you're going to bring the knee back to center. Keeping the pelvis first facing forwards, just turn this knee in. a little bit. And then let's just do that a few times. So open, close. Pelvis facing forwards. This is when I can't watch everybody on Zoom, otherwise I fall over. I'll just look at the camera. Good. That looks great. I am watching everybody on Zoom. They're all looking really well balanced. Let's hope you're all well balanced on Facebook and YouTube. And relax there. That's good. That was really good. Watch the arms. See if you can let the arms relax a little bit now. So let's go on the other side. Balance on the right side. Make sure you stabilize first. If your brain tells your body stabilize first, then your body's prepared for lifting that opposite knee. And then externally rotate, internally rotate. See if we can relax the arms. See if we can stop doing this with the arms for a second. Just let the arms relax by the side. What really helps is keeping tall through the spine. So if we have our torso balanced on top of that support leg and you lift up through the spine, suddenly, whoa, that's a lot easier if you lift from the crown, lift through the crown. Brilliant. It's looking very good on Zoom there. Let's do one more. And rest there. What is great about that little practice is you're strengthening the support leg side and then you're mobilizing the trail leg side. Now we'll do a little bit more mobilization on that trail leg side. Stabilize on the right side of the body. Lift the knee up. And now we're going to draw like a figure of 8 with the knee. So just also imagine you've got like a paintbrush on that knee and you're just painting the wall in front of you. So really see if you can bring some sense of mobility through that hip. Again, looks really good there on Zoom. You've all been doing your homework, which is good. Nice. And then rest there. And let's go on the other side. So always stabilize first. You're in a safe place if you stabilize. If your body realizes it's safe to lift that leg, it's going to be a lot easier. And then let's start painting the walls. And again, you might find one side is a lot different, or maybe a little bit different, or maybe not. Keep tall through the spine, because again, if we start to lean back, if you start to lose the balance, bring your focus to the center. Center yourself. Focus on that center. Focus on the breath. Lift through the crown. A few of you falling over there. Don't fall, please don't fall. Good. And then shake out. So our squat challenge. The squat challenge is 1 squat a day. 1 squat a day for 10 days starting on Monday. There's going to be a prize for the winner. It's not just going to be me judging. I'm going to get some of my colleagues judging as well, so I can't judge it just by myself. There's going to be a prize for the winner. The winner is the slowest squat, where you're breathing easy and where you're continually moving. So slow isn't I'm there, then I'm there, then I'm there, then I'm there. It's about how slow can you squat, breathing easy. It's also about the creativity, so you might want to go and do it up a mountain or something like that. So something that is quite fun as well, just to bring a bit of fun to the challenge. So let's work on our slow squats. We'll do that 10-10 squat that we did a few weeks back. So take your feet about hip width apart, shoulder width apart. Slight turn out. Imagine you're a tiger, because this works really, really well rather than thinking I'm doing an exercise. So we go down. So just go down to a comfortable space where you're at there. So let's just go to there to start off with, and then come back up. So just a short, small sit back. So let's go down. And then up. So the reason why anybody can do this challenge is because even if you just get to there and it's with good technique, you've done a squat. But obviously you've got to make that really, really slow. And you've got to keep that movement going. And you've got to breathe easy. So let's do a half squat to a count of 10 and then coming back up for 10. Now a half squat is your comfortable half squat, because again I'm really stressing that you don't want to force this. So I want anybody to be able to do this. So let's start feet shoulder width apart, tiger claws, and we'll go down, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep breathing, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up, slowly, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up, slow, 2, great, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come to full standing for the top and then down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep breathing, no holding of the breath. 10. Slowly up, 2, 3. Feel the work through the hips, feel the work through the legs. 9, 10 I think. Let's go a little bit deeper, down, 2, 3. Keep breathing, no holding the breath. Up, slowly, particularly this bit, no rush here, no rush here. This is the bit where you're working, you're really, really working. Let's do one more. See if we can go for 15. Down, 2. Breathe as and when you like, but as long as it's easy. 8, 9, 10. Let's go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then up slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, shoulders relaxed, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. A few of you were like, no, I can't do 15. That's great. That's great. But actually, just from a starting point, that looked really, really good. With the breath, when we're doing down, you don't have to do one long breath. So I'm just breathing in and out. I mean, I know I'm talking, but I'm breathing in and out through my nose as and when I need to, when we're doing a slow squat. The point to really watch is when we get to the bit where we go, I need to get up. So we want to get up slowly from there, because if you really, really come slow from here, you'll feel all that work going on through the legs. So you're really going to strengthen the legs as you're pushing up. So I want to see the same speed in the squat, because that's where the strength comes from. So I'd much rather see down, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, rather than down, 2, get up, too, because that's not what we're looking for. It's that smooth, fluid movement, smooth, fluid breath. I'll give you a link to go on to just to register that you're going to do the challenge. Then you'll get a little certificate say I'm doing the challenge, and then I'll ask you to hashtag One Squat Challenge, post some videos, post some photos, and as I say, at the end of the challenge, after 10 days, we'll pick a winner. So it's got to be creative, you've got to have good technique, and I want to see it smooth and slow, and I want to be able to see you breathing smooth and slowly as well. And the winner will get a couple of one-to-one sessions with me, coaching calls. So I challenge you all to do the 10-day One Squat Challenge starting next Monday. I know some of you are joining me on Saturday for the Unlock the Power of Breath workshop. I think Julie's joining as well. So we'll look a little bit more of deep and big breath. We'll discuss that a little bit more on Saturday as well. Excuse me. Thank you very much, everybody. Bit warm now after that squatting, and I'll see some of you on Saturday. If I don't see you on Saturday, I'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.